Look at us.
That phone.
It's the new one. It literally just got it like 2 days ago.
The 5-camera phone.
Yes, it is spider eyes.
That's that camera that's advertised with all the like little babies on billboards. Have you seen that?
No, that one's the one for iPhone, and I was surprised by that. I was like,
this.
"What is? Why is this giant crying baby? Oh, it's for iPhone."
What? Why are we advertising phones with babies?
You don't know this?
No, I don't know.
There's huge billboards in like downtown LA of just someone's kid.
Like a normal photo of a kid, not like a fancy photo. It's like a normal photo you would have taken like in your living room, your child just bawling his eyes out, because you didn't let him lick the floor or something.
Yeah, he's like, he didn't have his 8 hours of iPad time. Yeah.
So that's the advertisement, and you drive really close to it because the text on the bottom says iPhone.
Nice.
It's just like, oh, okay.
I love when billboards are like, you're gonna have to look real hard at this to read it, and it's like, that is a actual danger. I am going 85. I need to stop looking at things. The concept of billboards is so funny because it's like, look over here, and you're like, that's not the road.
Yeah. I think the best billboards are the ones for accident lawyers because they are so large. There's no information. It is just like accident? Question mark?
Hurt?
Yeah.
There's one in LA where the guy's upside down. And he's like, are you hurt? And you're like, nice.
Sweet James.
Yeah, Sweet James.
That's your boy.
That's your guy?
There's one, Sweet James.
Danny's the only one out of us that's been in multiple accidents in LA, by the way.
I've been in too many accidents.
No, you have bad juju. You got to get that cleanse.
Listen, I'll be over here. I'll just like wheel out of my frame just so no one gets my bad juju.
Perfect.
But no, the first time it was Ice's fault. Not like
Who's ISIS? ISIS as in the terrorist group, or ISIS as in maybe a pet's name?
I'm just driving through Pakistan, and there's just IEDs everywhere.
Yeah, I'm in the drive-through and some dude busted in and he was like, "You need a drive." No, I went to college in Ithaca, New York, and it's.
I know that college. Is it?
Oh my God!
With the convention that happens every year or something.
Yeah, Ithacon. We do have I thought you were like, I know you went to that college. I was like, holy shit, you did your research.
I have a tangent story about this. Continue.
Listen, this whole podcast is just tangents. So
and we usually don't find where we started.
Okay.
But I was just gonna say it's icy there. And I crashed my car. Way less exciting than what I'm sure you're about to say.
Okay, but why was it ISIS's fault?
I just was being recruited. Like, I was just into it.
He just didn't align with their values, and so they were like, all right, flat tire for you.
Yeah, I was just like texting back, and I was like, be there at 8. Shit!
And it was hard because he was just learning Arabic, and so it was like, it's a whole new keyboard.
Yeah.
Wow. No, my story is definitely way better. So, you guys have an anime club at that school, right?
Yeah.
It's a very big anime club.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I used to know the president of that anime club from way back when.
Oh, crazy.
And him and I had a romantic tryst for a
Oh,
little bit.
wow.
Yeah.
Weebs, fuck.
Yeah.
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a thing for anime club presidents because I was not my only anime club president.
Oh my God.
You were just going
making
college to college, just being like, all right, where's the dude with the most lanyards?
You're not wrong.
Do I smell Axe body shave?
Is that a fake katana? Oh. Do you have a thing for Asian girls? Oh my God, yes.
Fetishize me now. Fetishize me now, please.
Listen, the early 2010s was a very awkward time for people, and pre-2000.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have to say how old I am, but that was definitely an awkward time for.
I was alive then. Listen, Stella's actually the youngest person on this podcast.
Oh my God, I can't wait to be 19 years old.
She's really looking forward to it. It was weird getting her here because she she's just legal. We had to ask her guardian to be here, so it works out.
My dad's downstairs,
Yeah, he's hanging out with Dorothy. Yeah, so that's a conversation I've had to have a lot as somebody who does anime for a living. They're like, are you with Dorothy because she's Asian? And I'm like, I'm with Dorothy because she's hotter than me.
I'm with Dorothy and she's Asian.
And you're funny. That's the thing.
I actually want to tell this story. By the way, this is Stella Chuu, everybody.
Yeah, there we go.
Hi, everyone.
She's an incredible cosplay maker. If you have a massive content creator that you follow that's ever done cosplay, there's a better than not chance that Stella was the person who made it.
Did it.
Most recent hits, Hassan Piker's Zorro cosplay. Any other ones you want to shout out?
literally last week, Kira Please needed a costume from Fairy Tale, and I pumped that out in like 4 days for her.
Nice.
That was nice. It was from Fairy Tales. It was Briar. I don't know if you actually don't watch Fairy Tales.
I got like 150 episodes into it, and then there was farting
podcast
villain.
to plug Fairy Tale on.
Yeah. I know there's half naked men. That's all I care about.
Oh, there's a lot. Yeah. Gray's entire thing is that he uses ice while shirtless.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I love shirtless icemen.
Yeah.
they're very common.
Specific niche.
Natsu being shirtless makes sense because like all of the heat.
Yeah,
Gray
fire.
is just like hard nipples and ice.
Yeah. No,
Yeah. It is pretty good.
Oh, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, other people I've made costumes for. I've done Valkyrie, Saikuno. I made his like ISO cosplay from the new Valorant skin.
Nice.
And then I don't know. I think I've made a lot of costumes for
A lot of them.
a lot of people. So it's
And
been fun.
me and her actually are not currently in the process of this, but I very much want a Toby Rama cosplay. So you and me need to work on that at some point because I would love to have one of those. And I would literally just film videos in it every single day. My tangent was I went and did Michaela's podcast. Do you know Michaela Murphy, Toph's voice actress? Red hair, super nice girl.
Have met her.
Went on her podcast. We're shooting the shit afterwards, and she's like, "Have you ever asked Dorothy why she's with you?" And I was like, "She was like, she's so pretty." No, the way she phrased it is, "She's so pretty. Why is she with you?"
It's very Michaela.
Yeah, I was like, ow. And I was like, and I like took it on the chin, and I was like, "Oh, it's because I'm funny." And then she was like, "Oh, that makes sense." And I was like, oh, "Okay."
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was a very classic thing.
She did like the exact same thing to me once where she was like, I was talking about like, I was doing this bit where I'm like, yeah, like I have the diet of somewhere between like a 5th grader and a jaguar where it's either like chicken nuggets or Lucky Charms. And she just like looked me up and down. She's like, and you like have a girlfriend? And I'm like, yeah, gee, I sure do. Like,
Okay, Toph, leave me alone. Yeah, no, we love her though. She's very nice.
Yeah, I like how she just questions your quality.
Yeah,
yeah. She
your
wanted a
worth.
resume.
we're high quality men. I'd say so.
We try.
We listen to Andrew Tate. Yeah, he's like our number one big top 2 podcast here.
Yeah, huge alpha podcast.
Huge
here.
alpha podcast.
Yeah, what protein
I
are
would
you on?
rather be on an Omega podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
It's
big
like
Sigma girl.
Omegaverse.
Yeah.
Podcast.
So the reason that
Wait,
Stella,
are you talking like Wolf
Omegaverse?
Boys?
Yes.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
go.
Okay. Anyway, continue.
So, I thought you were gonna go on a Wolf's Reign.
We can talk.
I thought you were gonna go on a
no.
Wolf's
Wait,
Reign
do you know
hole.
what the Omegaverse is?
I have no idea.
Oh,
what
Stella,
Omegaverse-
please.
Okay.
This is
Hold
why I
on,
told
hold on,
you
hold on,
that
my hand.
he's gonna be
Okay.
your guy.
So, audience members, I know that you don't know what the Omegaverse is. You're about to be educated. You're about to be educated. So
I
the
can't wait.
Omegaverse is this wonderful place in which there are more than 2 genders of male and female. There is another gender that just allows them to get pregnant. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a
Oh,
woman.
hell
because you
yeah.
have the parts.
That's how I played Baldur's Gate.
exactly.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
I was a
love that.
lady with a penis.
Love that. Yes, and it's garnered. It's like wolf dynamics where there's alphas and omegas and betas.
Okay.
And omegas can get pregnant.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah, and they go into
this like a-
heat
is this
every
like a
single month.
Game or
No,
is
this is like a universe. It's like vampire
Yeah.
universe, werewolf universe. Is Omegaverse.
It's like a novel series or
It's
like a
whole
novel
thing.
genre.
It's a
Yeah.
genre. It came from
Yeah.
fan fiction.
this is so it's wolf smut.
It's but without any animal stuff. Like it's the furry. Take out the furry stuff. Like there's no fur, but it is all of the pheromones.
Oh,
Yeah,
of furry stuff.
Huge pheromone core. It's
pheromone core.
It's very like I want my alpha to fucking dom me. Like
Put all of his scent on me.
Yeah.
Rub his scent gland on me. I want him to bite
Yeah,
my
I want him
scent
to
gland to
imprint
bond
on
with
me.
me. Yeah.
what's the
Wait, okay.
hierarchy? Is
It's
it
alphas who are the ones who are super strong and can impregnate people,
Right.
and have really, really big cocks.
I got swimmers on me. Well, I don't know what the hell was. Disqualified immediately. All
No,
right.
it's you. You said it. Yeah.
Well, no,
Once
yeah.
you claim it, it's yours.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah. Same. So,
There
and
you get
there's-
it, big cock gang.
Hey, what's up? That's right, the biggest one. It's a detachable. So there's also the betas, which are just normal humans, and no one writes stories about them. No one cares. Anyway, so there's
Fucking losers.
omegas. They can get pregnant. They go into heat, kind of like a cat, and they just go, "Rrr, fuck me." It's great. And they have like no sense of like who they are during their their time of the month. you know?
Gotcha.
But because of society, they have to take suppressants to like suppress their heat because they want to be able to
fucking-
have a job. And they
It's fair.
usually
Can't be in heat in corporate America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just like, do you have the Excel? And he's like, I need to fuck. It's like the fucking right-wing rationale for why a woman couldn't be president. They're like, well, when they start bleeding. It's like,
No, that is exactly what it is. It takes all of the terrible things about being female and then puts it on a dude and just watches. It's
it makes it hot.
Let's see what happens. No, they do make it so hot because the Omega's always like, I'm not an Omega, and he's like taking his fucking suppressants like it's candy. And the Alpha's like, but I can smell you.
I can smell that. That Omega
scent.
stank.
Yes. Okay, but the most important thing about Omegas is that they're self-lubricating.
I didn't know that.
That's a detail.
So are women, kind of.
Yes, exactly.
Unless you're Ben Shapiro's
but
wife.
Omegas have penises, right?
Yes, they do,
Yes.
and that's totally useless, and they're usually just for prettiness. They're cute. They're adorable.
Their
Twinks is
penis
the
or
word you're
them
looking
in
for.
general?
Yes, there's twinks.
Yeah.
So they're self-lubricating buttholes that can get pregnant, and that's the biggest difference between the
I love
Omegaverse
that.
and normal BL fanfiction.
I love that.
I
So,
see.
see, Danny actually has an entire subsection of fan fiction dedicated to him.
There we go. I thought you were going to talk about my self-lubricating butthole, and I
no,
was about to be very offended
we're only
in that
10
breach of
minutes in.
trust.
Yeah.
We just met Stella.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're ready for that.
Yeah.
Well, now I know about it. So
Danny has hours of fan fiction written about him.
who wrote this, and what is it about?
It is, do you know Bungo Stray Dogs?
Yes.
It's aggressively Bungo Stray Dogs. It's a lot of me cross Rompo. Poe gets involved sometimes. Nathaniel Hawthorne isn't into it. He's kind of my like sexual rival. I learned what AO3 is this year.
Oh, I love AO3. I'm literally on it every day.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt so old because I was like, when all this fan fiction was coming in, I was like, oh, fucking people are on Wattpad writing about me. That's cool. And they're like, fucking Wattpad, you fogey. What's that? So yeah, I have like 43 fan fictions about me and Rompo
So
on AO3 now.
He's a big Bungo, like Bungo Stray Dogs is the thing that launched him basically.
Yeah.
And his entire thing is like, oh, I hate Rompo. And then like slowly over time, he was like, actually.
It's an enemies to lovers kind of
So
arc.
you're saying you want like a cosplay of this?
I've cosplayed Rompo, but I mean, like, clearly not of the quality that you.
It's
would
like an
provide.
Amazon cosplay.
Oh, damn! All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Make it
Audio
happen.
only listeners.
Do you-
Stella is absolutely swooning us right now.
Listen,
beaming.
if you on the Patreon and the YouTube want this to happen, you gotta pay into it. Just gotta get it, that stretch goal.
Yep.
Make
Yeah.
it happen.
Oh, that could happen.
Let me tell you, I do not need more DMs. All my DMs are like, hey, I drew you fucking Rompo, and then it's like the picture above it, so I had no warning actually.
I like the
Love
idea
that.
of like you just being like drawn like a furry, just like dump truck. Like, you know, like there's different kinds of furry porn where there's they're like, oh, that's an anatomical wolf fucking another anatomical wolf. And then there's like double thick Squidward after he eats all the hamburgers. Like
That's Rose.
That must have
That's Rose's actual job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a person who does commissioned furry art as one of our mods.
Oh my god, I love that.
Listen, I told you were going to be
lovely.
you're going to love this podcast. I meant it.
I am in love with this. I feel like I'm with my people right now.
You are?
Oh my
The
god.
second you brought up the Omegaverse, I was like, oh, this has been the best guest.
I feel like I learned something about you there. Because that
You
was
didn't learn anything. You knew what I was like.
you know what I'm about. So link click is something that we've been talking about a lot recently, and it's been my dip back into BL because BL is something I enjoy, but it's never something I actively seek out. So link click to me, and this is actually a little discourse we had here recently when we were doing our 2 lies and a take game. My lie was, I think these boys are as gay as everyone thinks. So I want to get your opinion on this, and because a lot of BL, especially when it comes from China, has this connotation that, oh, these boys gay as hell. And then it's like, but why are they gay as hell? And so I want you to tell me, prove me wrong. Tell me why Shang and Lu Guang are gay as hell and how that applies to BL rules.
Okay, so I've only watched up to the episode of the earthquake, so I'm not very far in.
Okay,
Maybe,
cool.
What is that? Episode 6?
Yeah.
But I immediately knew their dynamic. Right, one is so remind me. So one of them has the
Ability to look into pictures, and then the other goes in.
And the one that goes in is extremely like rambunctious and doesn't follow rules and is also much younger. Like, because I think the other guy,
I think they all
is
graduated
immortal?
college together.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
in my brain he was immortal, but maybe he's not.
Oh,
Oh,
I
shit.
like that.
Is he? Because he has his power. I don't know if.
They never
I
really
think
explain.
they're just like 2 college age dudes
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
hopping into
Which is,
photos.
you know, when your pheromones are going crazy,
Yeah.
college. if I learned anything about lubricated buttholes and
Yeah.
scent glands.
Yeah, you learned a lot about wolf boys today.
A lot about wolf boys and their proclivities.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if they're gay because Link Click is designed to not be overtly gay, and
Yeah.
they're, in my opinion, they're much more brotherly love and friendship love than they are like actual gay love.
See, because that's the thing, is like they
Yeah.
remind me a little bit of Gon and Killua. Like where it's like,
they're not gay.
Because they're not, is that a,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not gay. Like,
okay, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're. I think Gon is like either asexual or similar to Goku, where like sex is this thing that happens that he has fun with, but it doesn't really like isn't interested in. It doesn't,
What
When
a
he has, like,
sad
three
what a sad
kids.
description of sex for Goku. Like it's just a thing that happens when
Yeah.
Chi-Chi gets
Chi-Chi's-
annoying.
Yeah, when it's Chi-Chi's time of the month. When her scent glands
Chi-Chi's
start-
the one who wants it.
Oh, Chi-Chi wants the fucking...
She
Absolutely.
wants it. She chased him. She tricked him into getting married. Right? And like they had two beautiful boys, but like that only happens every time he visits, which is once every
Yeah, every
which was
decade
every
or
blue
two.
moon,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
When he's alive.
yeah. So I feel like Gon is similar, and then whatever.
There's
the
a
other
time
guys
in
are.
Super where he's like, what's kissing? And it's like, you have two children.
Everyone was horrified. They're like, how did this happen?
Yeah, it's just, I can just imagine Chi-Chi just be like, shut the fuck up. Just shut
Yeah,
the fuck up for a second.
Yeah, Gon's the same way. Gon doesn't understand that like there's other desires besides getting stronger.
Yeah. Well, so the mangaka Togashi released he's like, I might die before I finish this manga. And so he
Hate to
released
see it.
Yeah, hate to see it. I mean, he's 57, but he's been working on the manga for 26 years. And so he was like, hey, I have 4 possible endings. I don't like the 4th one. So I'm going to release the 4th one in case I don't finish the manga. And in that ending, Gon has grandchildren. So like he marries, there's a girl on Whale Island where he comes from that he marries, but like he's never there. He's like an absentee hunter father, like Jing.
Just like his daddy.
Yeah, exactly. So like he doesn't learn anything. It's like kind of like, I think that's why it was Togashi's least favorite ending.
Yeah.
But I do want to talk about like your favorite, because we talk a lot about Heaven's Official Blessing because he's a big fan of it.
We don't talk about Heaven Official's Blessing. I talk at Nick about Heaven
haven't seen
Official's
it.
Blessing.
Yeah, so I haven't seen it.
Have you read the book, or you're just watching the anime?
I'm just watching the anime. I'm almost done with season 2. I have the books. People have sent me all the books. Yeah?
Oh, it's so good. It's so good because like the anime does not tell you anything that's gonna happen, and neither does the
Really?
books. You have to read the whole thing and be like, I have to reread this because
Oh my God.
they hinted at all this stuff that's crazy stuff. So I'm gonna try not to do any spoilers.
I hear they maybe kissed in book 3.
There is so much kissing.
Fucking not in the anime or not in the manga.
anime, not in the manga.
Yeah,
because it's illegal,
because it's illegal, you know.
illegal.
But
Is
boy,
it so it's fully illegal to show 2 boys kissing in manhwa?
In China in general, and even with books, they have to start censoring it because of that author. She got so popular, like so fucking popular, that the government cracked down on written content, and now there's AI like crawlers on all of these fan fiction websites to like kill any
Whoa.
kind of lewd stuff, like any kind of like gay sex scenes and stuff. So much so that this one author who was writing a period drama with like cultivation suddenly was like, and then he inserted the comments into the comments section while the guy was
Whoa.
That's
his
so
database
funny.
felt so sensitive, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean
Whoa.
database? What do you mean comment section? Like, what do you mean the button, pressing the button? Like, they just replaced all the words.
are you talking about Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation?
I love that one so much. I was literally just reading a fan fiction about it this morning.
What do you hold up?
What?
What is that?
Okay,
You
so
won't watch these gay anime with me.
Let's talk
you
about
get
it.
paid to watch the gay anime, Danny.
Okay, so Grandmaster Demonic Cultivation is amazing. It's so big that it has a live action, an anime, a chibi anime, it's manhwa, and like the books as well. And then the books have been translated like to every single language now. Grandmaster Demonic Cultivation is
Yeah,
fucking
get
huge.
your phone. Get your phone,
The
bitch.
live action is called The Untamed on Netflix. I highly recommend it because the 2 actors are so hot. They're ridiculous. They're like it's unfair
Wait a
how
second.
hot they are.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. It's called The Untamed.
Is it American produced? Is it Chinese produced? Okay.
They're Chinese produced, so they're like flying through the air like wizards. It's
Oh yeah, they
great.
just like launch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So good. So the thing about Grandmaster Demonic Cultivation is that there actually is sex, and it happens in the very last like few chapters and stuff. Basically, what the author started started out with on the internet, because she posted on the internet, was like, oh, this is like a really good story. And then the fans are like, please give us the smut. She's like, okay.
Squish him, squish him.
Yeah, so by the last book, it's like really raunchy, and it's like there's some extra chapters she only posted on Weibo, and it was so sexual, so good. It's so good.
I'm
It's deliciously
one of those
smutty.
fans who was hounding her, like, because I made videos on like all of Heaven Official's Blessing, and like the show is just like edging the anime.
Oh yeah.
And by
I feel like that's isn't that all BL is just
No, but-
edging the
Oh,
anime?
it is edgy. There's so much edgy, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like to the point where like they'll hold hands and I'll be like, holy shit, I didn't know I was watching porn. Like,
They're touching. They're
how
alone in the room together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
how I
yeah.
interact with K-dramas. Like that's
Yeah,
like
no, it's the same thing. K-drama, like, psychology applies to BL as well.
Yeah.
It works because I know that it sells to women, so let's go and sell BL to women.
that's so fair because like me and Dorothy watch a show called Singles Inferno, which
I
is
love
a
Singles Inferno.
Korean dating show,
Yes.
and like they'll like hold hands on the way to paradise, and I'll be like, things are heating up.
I know. And yeah, I'm like, oh, when the guys take off all their shirts and the girls are just like, oh my God, no.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
I'm so happy to have a BL expert on the show because every other guest, it's been like, yeah, I could probably beat up Gon, you know, I could like do this. We finally get to talk about all of the like romantic gay anime that we've seen.
Oh my God, I
So
love it.
as an expert on BL, what is do you have like a ranking of like your favorites, or are they all kind of like your children?
Yeah, so my favorite top is called The Dumb Husky and His White Cat Sitzen.
Okay.
You think it's about a dog and a cat.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is about an emperor who locked away his teacher for 10 years inside of his palace until he died
Okay.
of penetration.
Oh,
damn.
nice.
Woo! And then he gets the emperor regrets it, commits suicide, and then gets reborn as his 16-year-old self. And he's like, I'm gonna do my revenge rampage all over again. But then realizes that like, oh wait, no, my teacher was not a bad person. He was a really good person, and I think I'm falling in love with him. And then, oh no, he dies. And then, oh no, I'm gonna go into the underworld and bring back his soul. And oh no, I'm gonna accidentally get married to him. And then, oh no, I'm gonna unveil this entire plot in which my brain had been brainwashed and I didn't realize it. And now I have to fight myself from my first life and save my Sitzen.
All to save the teacher
Whoa.
who he loves.
Really
who he fucked to death,
Yes.
or who fucked him to death.
He fucked to death.
What a way to go.
Wow,
It's a pretty good way to go.
crazy. Okay.
That's a
my
king's death.
favorite
Huge curveball. I'm sitting
I
here
know.
ready to like impress you with like, yeah, I've seen Given, and you're like pulling out the craziest BL I've ever heard.
Women write the most fucked up stories I've ever read in my entire life. It's like, oh, and then these two people fall off. No, that person dies at least 4 times. The other person has to go and do a demonic ritual that sacrifices his entire soul. And over 1,000 years, he finally gets a reincarnation of the person he loves again. And the other person has amnesia.
You have the IMDb just fucking ready to go in the back of your head.
Dude, BL can like just.
I was gonna say it's one of those like
That's gonna
it's
be
like
fun for the
BTS
audio only
fans,
listeners.
BTS fans, avid AO3 people, and like I'm trying to figure out like the triangle of fear that I have. It's like you do not like Taylor Swift fans. Like you don't cross this line. Like you don't fuck around in here
sure.
because this is where you find out.
What's
Like
great about BL fans is that we're extremely evangelical, so we're never gonna be like, oh my God, you don't like BL, then get away from me. You don't know anything, get away from me. It's like, no, oh my God, do you have time? I'm going to lock you inside of a room and
Right.
tell you
I thought you meant like
something.
actually evangelical because I was like, what part of the teacher gets fucked to death was Christ in? Like,
He said, oh God, a lot.
yeah, fair, yeah. And then he
that was
went
Leviticus, I believe. Yeah.
more like Licliticus. You get lick the cliticus.
He
Audio
doesn't
only.
have one. He's a male.
Listen, I don't know. I'm learning about omegas. There's different parts sometime.
There is.
And I'm trying.
I liked this collective cringe that just washed over the entire table.
what I
at
do best.
Leviticus.
I've never felt like less of an outsider in my own home. This is
It's
fantastic.
because we're just gaying up the room right now.
Listen,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
the room is usually pretty gay. We like to keep
it's
it.
definitely gay enough. It
Yeah.
gets there for
we
sure.
keep it. We float the line. So if you had to be like, hey, Stella, I've seen. Like if you had to impress her with a BL you've seen, is it Given?
It was gonna be Given,
Given's
but
really good. Have you watched it? Oh, you're gonna
I've seen
cry.
Taken.
Oh.
Given, yeah, they're the same.
Yeah.
They're similar.
Yeah. They're both about.
A father trying to get his daughter back. I hope not. It's a BL. He's like, I gotta get my daughter back, but first,
They're about
just getting his
a
back
specific
blown out.
set of skills, I'd
So
say.
Given is really sweet, and it's like a high school like romance where this guy who wants to learn guitar is very quiet and likes to sing, and then the guy who's in a band, so he invites him in, and they're high school, so they don't have a lot of friends, and they're really awkward, so it's kind of like overcoming their awkwardness, their like traumas and stuff, which I'm not going to spoil.
Stella does, in fact, spoil Given in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
And it all culminates to a live performance in which the guy who learned guitar and singing like finally like belts out his song, and it's so sad because it's about like losing somebody to death and regretting everything that you wish you could have said when they died.
I like how you're like, and it's about trauma. I won't say what it is, except that it's about this man dying. And
everyone's dead. So
Just the song.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a spoiler. It is a spoiler. It is a
what
spoiler.
percentage
The
of
song's
BL
awesome.
do you ever actually get? Like, so like I feel like the classification of like what we call BL doesn't ever actually include boys kissing.
Yeah, it's because of the laws in Asia. That's literally because, like, if there was no laws, like in Korea, if there was no
Korea,
laws,
no
in the
laws.
rest-
That's a sweet BL territory,
It
baby.
is. Oh my God, there's literally a company called Lazen who has made so much money off of us because all of
Just women sliding off their seats.
oh yeah, because of how slick they are.
yeah.
Anyway, so in Korea, you can write the raunchiest story possible as long as you censor out the genitals with like a bright light, just like a lightsaber.
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's great. I prefer
I mean,
the
no, I
lightsaber
haven't.
approach.
You prefer the lightsaber to like a Japanese blur?
They're not even blurry. They're like really
like
weird.
low
looking.
pixel.
I prefer like the bright blinding light on the genitals than like the dark shadowy abyss that like Japan does
yes.
for gore and stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, I also don't like it when they don't even draw it in and it's just like a Ken doll or like an empty hand.
Oh, that is.
And I'm just like that. What are you doing? Can you show
Oh,
me?
and they're like holding a dick. You're saying?
yeah, they can't. It's
That's
just like
so
this.
funny.
There's nothing in it, and I'm like, I can't imagine. I need
And
a
you just see
lightsaber.
semen like explode out of thin air.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, what's blurred and what isn't is so funny because you're right. Like it's like semen isn't blurred and then like buttholes aren't blurred.
Actually, in Korean ones, they are blurred, but barely. They're just bright shining. It's like an LED out of your butthole.
that's
just
like,
like, yeah, I just got a
more
flashlight back there.
graphic, I would say.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Interesting. But so I've seen Given, and like a trope that I find very funny in a lot of the BLs I've seen is a main character who like has never heard of a guitar, who's never heard of a skateboard. They just
Yeah.
like come out the dumbest fucking person
Yes.
who's like, I want to learn lacrosse. It's played with balls.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Well, because they're usually like 16 years old.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like a disappointment for me. I would rather have characters who are just like slightly older, slightly more mature, because like the young aspect of them being 16 kind of makes me feel a little bit.
Yeah, you're like,
They're not adults. I know that they're feeling these like urges, but like I want to.
and you can relate that to a time in your life when you felt those urges. Yeah.
Yeah, but like barely. As an
Yeah.
adult, like, I cringe.
they're
and everything.
pretty
Oh, for sure.
dumb too.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to whatever.
You're like you're barely a human.
Yeah.
I will say that Japanese yaoi and BL, the stories, the characters, like they're not nowhere near as good as the Korean stuff and like
Really?
the Chinese stuff. Yeah.
Interesting. What do you recommend for Korean?
Okay,
BL?
so
Yeah. This is where everybody takes out their notepad
Okay.
and you
I
get the.
I got a notepad in one hand and like my bank account in the other.
Yeah.
Like this is my bag.
Yeah, this is exactly. Yeah, this is where you make Danny 2 or 3 more years of content.
So I have several. For manhwa itself, there's a really popular one called BJ Alex. So BJ means
That's awesome.
Blowjob.
I know, but also it means live streamer who specifically does like 18 plus content. So like a chatter.
So close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, more or less. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So Alex is this guy who has been like BJing for a while, and his biggest fan is this like college student who like gives him so much money, donates so much money to him, and he the BJ Alex always wears a mask on his face. So if you
Okay.
on TikTok see a guy with a half black, half white mask, you know what is from. And so
Oh, I thought it was like he was real. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
when people cosplay it, like they
Yeah.
don't say what it's from, but the fans are like, "Ah!"
Yes,
I know that one.
I've
my God.
never felt less mature in my life, just giggling every time you're like, yeah, this dude's been BJing for a bit. And like,
DJing for a bit. And so the fan goes to school one day, and the president of his like school, whatever, like his class, takes them all out for drinks, like Korean style. And at the end of the night, like the fan like gets too drunk and needs to be taken home. So the president, being like the helpful one, helps him back home. And the fan throws up on the president, and the president has to take off his shirt. And the fan notices the birthmark, and it's exactly the same birthmark as BJ Alex. And he's like, "You're BJ Alex! Oh my god!" And the BJ Alex is like, "Ugh, you probably want to have sex or something like that. Like, get it over with. Don't tell anyone about my secret."
Damn.
And so the fan's like, "I just want a hug." He's like, "You just want a hug?" He's like, "Yeah, I really like you." He's like, "Okay, no, let's fuck."
damn,
Nice.
And so the rest of the series is all about their budding relationship, where like the fan actually is like a golden retriever shy boy who just really catches feelings, and BJ Alex being kind of like manipulative and a little bit abusive and a little bit of a dick, and kind of just like not aware of his own feelings because he's a popular webcammer boy, but also he has his own like hang-ups and stuff. It's very cute.
It sounds like Oshinoko, but like with penises involved. Like it sounds like a peek behind the
How
content
does it
creation
have
space.
to do with Oshinoko? No one gets stabbed with a knife and has 2 children.
yeah, idiot.
Yeah,
I think you
I was
mean
more talking
the
about like
streamer
like the
aspect.
streamer aspect. Like it's like everybody in Oshinoko is like a YouTuber, or streamer, or something like that. And it's like my favorite part about Oshinoko is the fact that it like I feel like Oshinoko only like some people like it, but like as somebody who lives that space,
Oh, I see,
I'm
I
like,
see.
oh, I relate to this so much because like you're a YouTuber, you're talking about algorithm, SEOs, when to tweet, all these kinds of things. And I was like, oh my god, I fucking relate to this so heavy. So
No,
like,
stand your ground, Stella. Fucking call him out.
yeah, fucking.
This is about 2 guys having sex and one of them catching feelings and the other one having hang-ups. And a lot of
Listen,
a lot of
I'm
sex.
anime only in Oshinoko. A lot could happen, all right?
lot could
A lot could
happen.
happen is all I'm going to say. So that's
so
number
funny.
1 on the list.
For my recommendations, for
Nice.
sure. And then there's like another one called Under the Green Light, and it's a mafia story. There's like
Ooh.
this guy who's a college student for an art school.
Is there a
so
noodle
he's
moment?
a painter and like a photographer. And then there's a mafia lord, and the mafia lord's like, beating people up, and he has all these gang members. But then he meets the college student, and they like somehow just kind of manage to like, meh, because the art student's like, you need to be my model. And the mafia lord's like, well, I guess.
Model for like art.
Yeah.
Love that.
Or he's like, oh, I guess I will. And
gonna eat this spaghetti.
Yeah, that's literally it. You just go up to someone like, hey, can I photograph you for my art class? And the
Yeah.
other person's just like, well, I guess I have to take it in the butt now.
Which
is
shucks.
great.
That's how every love story starts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the mafia one is the bottom. The mafia guy you
Wow.
think would be the top, but no, he's the bottom. The art student is the top. It's great.
Well, he's got to eat his spaghetti. It's on the
Well,
floor.
yeah, it's like he's got to. The hand's got to be free. You know, that's like, listen. You know how much you can do while getting railed.
You know what? I just have to say before I forget, but you were talking about how like you also don't love how like ditzy some of the main characters are and how young they are. This isn't like, I don't know if it'd be classified as BL, but it's definitely gay. Have you ever seen Bananafish?
I love Bananafish, and yes, it is super gay.
It's
It is
100%
super
gay.
It is.
It's
one
outwardly
of
gay, at
the
least.
best stories of all time. Okay, Steve, you've heard of Bananafish?
I've heard of Bananafish.
Hasn't
Have you
seen it
watched?
though.
I haven't seen it.
I know
can't
he
spoil
sucks.
it for you because
You can.
it is literally the whole thing is just spoiler.
We'll
Okay,
say
let's
here,
go.
here. We'll do him. Stella's about to spoil something.
I'm gonna spoil so many things today. I literally cannot talk without spoiling things.
That's
So-
okay. They're used to it from Nick.
That's usually this side of
And
the
then
table.
he died.
Yeah, this is what I do.
whatever.
Yeah.
So Bananafish is about is it American like mafia?
Yeah, it takes place in like Massachusetts.
Yeah, like American
Isn't that
like
crazy?
shitty mafia, like
That's
the
where I'm
bottom of the bottom, the bottom of the bottom mafia, like
Gotcha.
literally kids running the streets, like running drugs type of thing. And then the other boy is a guy from Japan who is a training police officer or training
Yeah, he's
reporter or
like-
something. He's just there.
He's like a reporter working for the police.
Yeah, he's like 19, so he doesn't have a lot of life experience, so he's really innocent. And then the other guy, his name is Ash.
Ash and AG
Yeah,
are their names.
So Ash has grown up on the streets. He was definitely a male prostitute when he was a child. Because it was really fucked up back then. He was like child trafficked. And then now he is just doing a bunch of stuff for the mafia. Like he's just doing a lot of crime and drugs. Lots of people die.
Yeah.
And he meets AG, through circumstance of like their jobs and stuff, and he recognizes that AG is this really innocent boy, and he slowly falls in love with him, but he's trying to shield AG from all the terrible things that Ash has done in his life and can do and will do. Meanwhile, there's like this horrible drug running the scene that actually changes you into like a feral zombie person.
It's like super heroin. It's like violent heroin.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
like Alligator back in the day when they're like, this is synthetic heroin. You guys never heard about this back in the
I
day?
haven't heard
It was
about
like
it,
synthetic
no.
heroin going around like 10 years ago, and it like convinced you were dead, so people's like arms were like
Oh, I remember that.
decaying.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Whoa.
It
No, it was
ru-
Crocodile. That's what it was called.
So it ruins you permanently. Like there's no going back. As soon as you take this drug, you become like a zombie, like crazy person, just rabid.
Why would you take it?
It was forced onto some people.
Gotcha.
It started as like a soldier thing. It's called Bananafish, and it started with like,
What a silly name for this heroin that turns you
oh,
into
but crocodile's cool.
Crocodile's sick as shit. Banana. I got shot up with banana fish. Okay, go have a fucking Shirley Temple and cry
Listen,
about
Japanese people just throw darts at a thesaurus, okay?
it. Yeah, it's just like one adjective, one noun.
But it started, I think, as like an Iraq soldier thing where they were like, oh, we could have crazy soldiers who don't feel pain. And I think in the manga, it was maybe Vietnam, because the anime is Iraq, because it came out not in the 80s.
Yeah, they modernized it for sure.
Oh, the manga came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The characters got modernized, and terrible things happened throughout where it ruins Ash's, like, his whole thing is that, like, I'm traumatized, but I have core values, and they're very important. So many things happen to him throughout the entire series that ruin his core values. Basically make him, like, an irreparable person by the end of it. And AG the whole time is just like, can you just let me hold you and let me like protect you?
Yeah.
And Ash is just doesn't want to involve him, and he doesn't want to be saved. But it all resolves itself sort of by the end. But then something really, really sad happens.
Is the anime over?
It's over.
It is over.
Everything's over.
I'm 80% through. So I'm glad you got vague at the end. But
Are you reacting to it?
I was.
You dropped it.
It's like the views aren't great, but it's also too good for me to come up with content. It's like just cinema. Like
Gotcha.
it's incredibly well written dialogue, which is rare in like
I would say
a
it's
lot
on
of-
par with Monster.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
It is the BL version of Monster.
Now
It
that
is
I've seen.
that good.
It feels like a Scorsese movie. Like it feels like The Departed.
That's what I was going to say. It sounds eerily like The Departed.
It's very much like The Departed, but what's great about it and why I brought it up is because like it's one of the few BL or gay anime that I've seen that like both characters are like fully competent. Like AG is like a soft dude, but like he can handle himself. Like he gets shit done.
Yeah.
And I respect that. They're both like smart, like cool dudes. AG isn't like, well, what is this L-shaped thing? And he's like, it's a gun.
Stop pointing it at yourself.
Yeah,
That's the wrong side of the L.
Yeah. But it's sick. I love that one. I tried getting Nick on Beastars because I love Beastars.
I watched the first season.
You watched the
It's
first
good.
8 episodes.
I watched the first 8 episodes.
That's fine. It's not BL though.
There was just so
No?
many buddy boobs.
They love each other. It's so gay.
There was
So gay,
wait,
but they
what part
don't.
was gay?
They're
Hold
not
up.
canon.
What part was gay?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The part every time the deer is like, you should bite my thigh and have a taste.
Oh.
The deer and the wolf are so gay. Louie and Legoshi?
They do have.
Look who she's trying to fuck the rabbit.
Yes, everyone's trying to fuck the rabbit. The rabbit is pansexual. Everyone's pansexual for the rabbit. But that doesn't necessarily make Legoshi and
Louie.
Louis a couple, because there's some things about it. Like, I've read fan fiction, I've seen the perspective, and I'm like,
Listen, I put the hours
done
in.
research.
Yeah,
I
you have your
put the
MD.
hours in,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I can't really see it.
Interesting.
And it's not because I can't see it completely. I'm like 40% there, 50
Yeah.
maybe percent there.
Listen, I do another 120 hours of fan fiction reading. I might get there.
I know. I feel like we have a scientist on the pod right now.
Hey,
Like,
what's up?
You're bringing your findings and shit. Well, a good scientist.
Oh, that's fair, genuinely.
with all of my references, I can show you articles.
Yeah. It's like, just go slap
They're
a
my
paper on.
entire history on AO3.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be like a Charlie Day Beautiful Mind moment where it's just like, yeah, this is the first BL. That's actually a real question. When did the affliction start?
Well, it definitely all started in Japan because
Okay.
Japanese people are extremely repressed about.
No, for you.
No, for you.
Right?
Oh, for me.
Not the
Yeah.
history
Yeah,
of BL.
no,
Gravitation.
please give me.
Do you guys remember
In the
Gravitation?
40s.
Gravitation.
Gravitation was it's so bad. It's about a musical artist. He's like in a rock band and then a writer. I can't believe I remember this because I definitely consumed it when I was like 15 or something like that.
Nice.
And Gravitation was a manga, a book, and then an anime. So there's really good music from it. And the characters are like a rascally lead singer who looks like a Shota and is always running and screaming. And then the top guy, he is this like quiet, like sadistic writer who like writes. He's like a famous writer and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have a lot of sex.
Nice.
So like,
cool.
were
Punchline.
you just consuming like I don't call it right, like just like what people would consider like vanilla anime prior to like the stumbling upon Gravitation, or was it like first anime Gravitation or first like web novel or manhwa?
First, you mean like first anime?
Well, no. So I was saying like I was curious about what got you into BL, but like prior to getting into BL,
So,
were you like a vanilla
I don't
anime
know if
fan?
like the beginning of the podcast is any clue to you, but like I definitely dated a lot of anime club presidents. I was also an anime club president. I was also a part of
Nice.
the LARP Association on my campus and
Nice.
the Comic Book Association. I helped publish some of their monthly magazines.
damn, so you were
I'm
cool.
a fucking nerd, dude.
Full on.
I am the
you-
person who gets you into shit, not
Yeah.
you convince me. I convince you.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right? And so it's like it was impossible for a friend to be like, "Have you seen this?" I'm like, "Of course I already seen it. I told you
I
about
know.
it, bitch."
I'm the one. Yeah, I'm the reason you've seen it.
Yeah.
So were you
I've been-
dating? I didn't know you were a club president. Were
Yes.
you doing your
I
like?
climbed the ladder.
I was
I
gonna-
used my body to climb the anime club ladder.
Started
sir.
out secretary, made it to president, record
Exactly.
time.
That's how you seize power.
Fuck your way to the top.
Were
Keep
you
saying it.
doing your like cross
doing
country
a lot.
anime president fucking tour to like take down other clubs?
You know what? Now that
Or
I
was
think
it like
about
marrying
yes.
of royal
Yeah.
families? It was like, listen, you and me get together. We bring the Ithaca
Yeah.
anime group together with mine. We'll be a superpower.
all
That's,
political.
you know, I could have continued this route, and I could have, just like ended up with a Japanese mangaka or something like that. But
Oh, you were trying to fuck your way to Oda.
I just got, I could have done that. Fuck, I messed up.
I don't know if he has a
really
wife.
messed up.
Yeah, Nami
Well, he
cosplayer.
can.
He's married to a Nami cosplayer.
Listen, I
talked
could
about
also
this.
be a Nami cosplayer.
I was gonna say you really did miss your shot here.
That's my shot.
Is that? Is
We've
that in
talked
bounds?
about this.
Is that in bounds?
We've talked about this. It's definitely something.
Is that? I'd love to.
What?
It's kind of like.
Is it
fucking
weird?
Your own.
Create your daughter?
It's sort of.
It's like fucking a fan.
It's like. Well,
I mean, it's literally fucking a fan.
it is
but-
literally fucking a
It's just
fan.
a fan fucking a fan. Yes.
But like. It speaks to the fact that he draws Nami and he's like, I want to fucking stick it, right?
Right.
Listen, I create characters in my head and I want to fuck them. So
Fair.
That's fair.
Very fair.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
that's
It's
fair.
not like if a girl met you at a con dressed like you. You know what I
True.
mean?
wow.
But if she
Just-
dressed like you,
That's a
Wow.
different
that's
story.
where we get it.
Listen, guys, what's your next convention?
We might be doing.
Are we doing the Houston one?
We might be doing Comic Palooza.
Okay.
They want us possibly doing a live podcast there.
Nice.
We don't do a lot of cons. He just did WonderCon, not WonderCon. You did.
Colossal Con.
There we
I
go.
love Colossal Con.
Oh,
Which
really?
one was it? The one in Texas or the one in
in
Ohio?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
They're great.
Really
I know
pretty.
the one of the guys, one of the handlers, like loves this pod, and that's how they reached out.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he
Colossal Con's great.
described the premise of it to me, I was like, oh.
The water park.
But like they're like, oh yeah, it's like cosplayers in bikinis,
Yeah.
and I was like, that sounds like an orgy waiting to happen.
Listen, Colossal Con is actually very tame. If you want a horny
Like furry
orgy
con.
it's called Holiday Matsuri. It's in Florida and it's during Christmas time, so everyone's dressed up as a slutty Santa version of their character.
Love that.
And it is the horniest convention I've ever been to in my
Christmas
entire
makes
life.
people horny.
I don't know what about Florida and Christmas makes people horny,
that's
right?
true.
Like it's in Orlando. It's at a resort with like water park stuff, and then the amount of male nipple I saw everywhere getting drunk at 3 a.m. in the lobby was insane.
So
That's so funny you say that because Steve, like I said, he's like very close to the woman who like runs Colossal Con.
Yeah.
They're married, so very close.
Very
Yeah.
close.
Yeah,
very
yeah.
close.
About
I
as
don't
close as
know
you
how
can get.
close you can
Yeah,
get.
they're
in.
buds. They're friends. And yeah, while he was like taking me on a tour of everything, he was like, yeah, like people fuck at ColossalCon. This is the con you come to.
Listen, we make sure people fuck.
I also know that more people fuck at anime conventions than any other kind of convention.
That makes so much sense.
You
to
have the
me.
numbers? You've been
I don't
listening?
have
You
the
just
numbers.
go
I've
to
just
door to
been
door?
in this scene for like 20 years, 15 years.
I like the
Taking
idea of you
surveys.
going door to door in every hotel, just
Hey,
being like, yeah,
you
that's
fucking-
squeaking. Yeah, that's squeaking.
I need this for my census.
yeah, I heard Alicia in there. That's definitely an anime fan.
Yeah, there's definitely like God, there's this one famous orgy that happened. I cannot remember what it was called. It's not a furry orgy, but it was an orgy at a convention. And it
Nice.
was like being talked around like the group being like, hey, do you guys want to go to the orgy? The orgy? The
Oh,
orgy?
it's like an open invite orgy? Just tap
Open
in?
invite.
Interesting.
I've never been to that one. This was actually before my time, but yeah, hilarious that this is like a known
Oh, so like
thing.
2-3 years ago.
You've never been
Yeah.
to. You've never been to that orgy.
I've been
You're
to
saying.
that
Yeah,
orgy.
but then I met my husband
Yeah.
at the second there was an anniversary to the orgy.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
with the Omegaverse con. You know,
Yeah, you saw
a
him
lot of
across the
pregnant
room.
men.
Yeah.
A lot of pheromones.
How do you do the practice? Is that just like a pillow in the shirt type
I
thing?
think
Is
it's
that
just to
prosthetics?
fill them up with as much liquid as possible, so it just becomes the big belly and
Just like
slosh it around.
KBBQ
Oh.
right before. Oh, it sounds awful. God, that sounds awful.
That's the appeal. You want a good slosh on a pregnant male?
You know what? The beer belly just is a thing, and
It
we
works.
just pretend that it's mpreg.
yeah.
I
Little
guess
cushion for the
so.
bush. So you do a ton of cons, like a ton of cons.
Yes.
What's your favorite?
Would say Fanime. It's up in San Jose near
Mm-hmm.
the Bay Area, and that one's also a very drunk convention. A lot of my favorite conventions are drunk conventions.
I've never drank at a convention.
You gotta
Oh
go
my
to
god, you
ColossalCon.
gotta! It's
Never-
so fun.
I usually like I go, we do like one day, you know, like it's just like balls to tits. We're out by 6. Like we're out.
You're
Like,
missing out.
I
It's
know.
more
You're missing
fun.
out.
I don't know if
we
I
don't
would
go
have.
with con experts. It's like me and Danny go. You know.
I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't like staying at a hotel at ColossalCon. Like it's so nice to get as drunk as you want.
Yeah.
While also I guess being professional and working. But like to get as drunk as you want and then just go upstairs and you're in your hotel room.
That's the thing.
You
Like we'll
know?
go to we go to the Anime Expo. I went to SDSC or
DCC?
There we go.
Yes.
And like it's usually only like local stuff that I do.
Because those aren't party conventions.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to go to a party convention. Fanime is probably the closest one. I would say that's like really fun. ALA is sometimes a party convention. I just went to it, but I didn't really
What's
feel the
ALA?
vibes. Anime at Los Angeles, but it's in Long Beach.
Mm.
It's aight. The party's not great. The one at Fanime, though, is really great because for 10 years or more, they have cultivated a sense of like, let's fucking rage at night. And it used to be in the lobby of the convention center until too many people threw up. Too
There's
many
just spots everywhere.
everywhere and too much underage drinking. So instead, they have moved it to the park that's right in front of the convention center. And now at 1 a.m., there is a crowd of 1,000 weebs, mostly in cosplay. There are at least 3 different DJs just DJing out of a cardboard box.
so
Several
funny.
people rolling up with bartending carts. They made it themselves.
Oh my
They're
God.
making boba soju drinks. There was definitely pinatas that were happening. It was the guy from Full Metal Alchemist that turned the little girl into the dog.
Shao Tucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a pinata of him, and we're just
Nice.
fucking. And
Yeah.
there's a hot pot table. I don't know how there was a hot pot table. There's a hot pot table.
They
it
were
was
just
pretty
like
nuts.
slicing beef. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a takoyaki table. Just like people doing so much illegal stuff.
Yeah.
Like not up to code, charging for, Venmo
Out the
and
ass,
stuff.
yeah.
But it was so fun. And it was like not even businesses. It was like, oh yeah, I feel like I want to do a takoyaki stand. And I'm like, yeah, cool.
And pay
Jake,
this
go
entire
for it.
con?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Another person was like handing out Capri Suns filled with soju. So that was great.
Wow, nice.
I had a great time. I
could imagine.
Super fun. And like it's perfectly fine and safe because you can just leave if you want to. Like there's no like 4 walls.
There's no
holding you
walls
in.
keeping you in there.
Right.
Yep.
Crazy.
I loved it.
That's
Interesting.
awesome. We need to do more cons.
Yeah.
Let
I
me know.
would love to do the ones we have lined up.
What the one we have Comic Palooza lined up, and that's
Well,
literally
and ColossalCon wants us whenever.
Colossal
you know?
Con does
You
want
should
us at some
definitely
point.
try and party during Colossal Con. I mean, like,
Listen, I party. Danny
I
doesn't.
can party.
Danny,
the thing is, it's
I'm
okay.
fun.
I understand. I don't drink very much, but yeah, I love partying. So there is a way you can get involved without, like, you just got to get into the vibe. You got to
Yeah.
say yes to everything.
I got my like sway moves, you know?
You just got to say yes to everything. Someone's like, hey, you want to do this crazy thing? Like, yeah.
Yeah. Great advice to all of our listeners.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's a whole movie about
Yes.
it. Jim Carrey said yes to
Yeah,
everything.
yes,
It made
man.
his
How else are
life
you gonna
better.
have life experiences? Okay, go outside and touch grass. But when I say touch grass, say yes to the weird guy that's asking you to do a thing at an anime con.
But wait, if I'm touching grass, when is the BL Deep Monwell reading time? Because if I feel like touching grass might take away from that.
Okay, do you want to get into how I read my BL? So on my phone, I have an app in which I can read BL. I also have an automatic scroll scroller so that it
Nice.
scrolls by itself. And then I have a clamp on top of my bed, just clamped over here so I can be hands-free reading lightsaber dicks inserted into places.
That's
Damn.
awesome.
Yeah, you're efficient. You're
Yeah,
efficient as
so-
hell.
That's knowing what you're about and fucking owning it. That's
Next step. AO3, right? Okay, so that's all text. You can get your phone to read it to you, but dictation. So Siri is just in my AirPod on my ear, and I'm just doing normal things like going to the bank and going grocery shopping, and in my ear it's like, and then he inserted himself right deep inside of his wet.
but with Siri's voice is like, Siri, you dirty bitch.
I feel like it's a
I
little.
have a male voice.
Of course, yeah, as you would
I
hope.
have a
classy.
male. Do you guys want to
You
hear
have like the
it?
male Australian voice. Yeah, get us a real
British.
raunchy section.
I feel like I can't be horny at a bank again.
They said the last time I did it that it was really
Yeah.
not cool.
I just like I'd be so tense I couldn't even enjoy the BL or like any whatever I'm listening to if they're just like whispering nothings and I'm like I shouldn't have worn my sweats.
See, I was like, here's the thing. You as a woman don't understand this, but this is deep primal fear from men seeded in us from 6th grade on when you
Oh,
start
yeah.
having rando boners.
Random bonus.
And then it's
I
like
hate that for you.
you're just at a Spanish you're in Spanish class and the teacher's like, who's standing to talk? And you're like, not me with the hard penis.
Did I tell you that?
What?
That it happened in Spanish class?
Yeah, specifically Spanish class. It always happens. I had like a very
Something about the Spanish language got you real
Yeah.
torn.
It just activates you.
I had like just a very not attractive male Spanish teacher, and anytime he's like, Mr. Motta, come on up, I'd be like, no, no, Mr. Patel, please.
no, por favor.
Como se dice no?
Yeah, no.
Random boners. It's great. It's great being a woman and just like working and doing normal things. But now all my friends know that if I might have my AirPods in, this is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You can feel it when the dragon shudders and finishes inside him. Wet warmth, chiseled up, plastered against Wei Wuxian's back. His hand slips out of Wei Wuxian's mouth. Wet trails over.
So that is what I hear.
Oh,
It's so robotic.
the warmth thing got me.
Let me ask you something. What speed are you listening at?
That's just normal speed.
Normal speed? That dude's
1x.
cooking.
Yeah, I can make it slower. You want me to make it slower?
Fast as hell.
Warmth.
Well, I listen to audiobooks, non-sexually. But like,
Do you want sexual ones?
we'll collab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I know.
We'll be in touch. No, but I just like have it set to like 1.5 speed, and I feel like I'm like changing my life. I'm like, these fuckers think I'm waiting for them to take breaths. Absolutely not.
I like it when they have the regular pacing.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
It's a difference in brain wiring for sure.
That's so
You're like,
sane. I'm all about efficiency. Like I know because it takes me so long to like get through an audiobook that I like need to speed that shit up.
I
Yeah.
get it. You're a content creator. You have time to do shit. That's
Yeah.
why I have to watch anime dubbed now because I don't got time to
the,
read subs.
The same thing happened to me when I started like working for myself. I was like, I have time to watch anime while I cook, and that's fucking it.
I like how you're like, I don't have time to read subs, but you're laying on your bed, auto scrolling shit
Yeah.
from your
It's
ceiling.
my private.
That's personal time. You don't talk about that.
personal time.
You must have great eyes to be reading manga on your ceiling.
I do have 20/20 vision, but it has recently reduced, and I don't know if it's from age or overuse. So, yeah.
It's crazy because you're so young.
Yeah.
It's like early onset.
I'm only
Early onset blindness.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't have to reveal your actual age. How old do you think Stella is?
I thought you were like 23.
Oh my god.
I thought you were like around
am.
ours.
I guess 25.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I totally am. Wait, how
Yeah.
old are you?
I'm 27. He's 25.
I just turned 25, so I don't like fully know what a
Congratulations.
25-year-old looks like yet. Like, you know,
Yeah.
everyone is still within the 23 to 5 range of me.
I know what 19 looks like.
Yeah.
I know what
that's
20
what
looks
I
like.
look like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right
exactly.
here. No, I do know your actual age. And you make me very apprehensive for my future.
Oh, okay. Just slather moisturizer and sunscreen. That's it.
For people who don't know, it's because Dorothy's going to look fantastic when she's 50, and I'm going to look like a actual piece of dried fruit. So it's going to be real good for everyone. But Danny has a bunch of questions that got asked to us by our lovely fans that they wanted to ask you. So Daniel,
Yeah.
please.
So have you watched any of the like live action, like One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho shows?
Yeah. No, I love them.
Hate how you said Hakusho.
Hakusho.
Hakusho?
Hakusho.
I like how you say it. That was cool.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
That's awesome. That's very cool. Someone asked, I don't have who asked it, but what do you think about the costumes for some of the more recent live action series as a cosplayer?
Fantastic. Actually, I really like the One Piece costumes. People have a lot of my cosplay friends actually were complaining about it, but for film, those costumes were perfect because they didn't look like costumes. Like Nami's costumes were accurate and they didn't look like cosplay.
Yeah.
And they just look like normal clothes, which is what they're supposed to be wearing out there.
Yeah. It's like you're a pirate. Like doesn't need to be like the skirt can be 1 inch longer. You know, we don't need that much midriff.
How do you feel about the live action Avatar costumes from what we've seen?
I think they're good so far. I'm trying not to have opinions about it because the last time I had an opinion about a live action Avatar, I was very disappointed.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's fair.
when was that? I thought that was the M. Night Shyamalan one?
Yeah.
I love that one.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. They crushed it.
Interesting.
I'm kidding. It was that and the Aragorn live action almost like destroyed my
I know
childhood.
Aragorn was the worst. I read the book before the movie came out and I was like, this is not what it's about.
What's wrong with Aragorn?
I watched it as a
Aragon? Are you talking about?
Aragon. You're right.
Aragorn's Lord of the Rings.
Aragorn. Whatever. Fucking you get it.
I didn't.
Did you not? Did you read Aragon? Hakushu. Yeah. Listen, I do the Japanese shit. All right. That's my bag.
Oh, man.
You win any and all arguments.
Very, very fair. But yeah, Aragon was about the dragons.
It was bad.
And
It was
like as
so
a 7-year-old, I was sitting there with my mom and I was like, this isn't what any of I was like, this
what it's
I was like,
about.
they're skipping things. I was like, this isn't
Their
it.
bond goes deeper than that. It's not about being a slave to the humans.
Yeah, it was fucking god awful.
Even
But yeah.
as a child, I understood that it was just poorly written. The movie was poorly written.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like making it look like it fits in the world and not like a one-to-one replica of what you would like see in the anime is way more important.
Yeah.
Like I think the best thing they did that with is Usopp, because like Usopp's whole kit is like very like over the top, like and like they very much chose from the jump to make it more realistic and less One Piecey. Like Usopp has a regular nose, right? Sanji doesn't have curly eyebrows.
Yeah.
Like so like there's like a clear choice to be like, hey, immersion is important here.
Also, I think the actor for Usopp has like a very distinctive nose compared to like what the rest of his face is. So already he's unique for having that kind of nose. Like he doesn't look like a normal nosed guy.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at him, the first thing you notice is his nose, which is what you know is Usopp.
But it's not like, you know, fucking Pinocchio out
yeah,
there.
you're not
Right.
gonna find somebody like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Listen, changes the whole cunnilingus aspect. My God, that would be useful. I'm just now realizing because it's right above the mouth, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
And no, it'll work.
If you're upside
It'll
down,
be
I
fine.
guess.
Yeah.
If
And
you're
both-
upside down, it'd be
both
fine.
ways. There's so many things you can do with it.
Yeah. Not that you. I mean,
You've read
nothing
about it.
that
Yeah,
you've
you've
read.
done your research.
No, that's. I mean, well, I guess.
Okay,
still
like
work
give
for a
me
man,
like
too.
5 hours. I can go do. My
Yeah,
research.
you'll be a pro. Any other questions?
Those are just the two questions. It's just
That was
about,
just that.
about Usopp.
Usopp and Usopp's ability to be the strap-on.
I really liked that one, and I was so excited about it. And then I was so excited that I was like, "That's the one." But I do have more.
I
There's so
have
many
other
more.
questions if you want me to ask.
What are your best and worst cosplaying experiences?
Oh man, my best cosplay that I have is my KDA Ari cosplay.
Let's go. Do you
Yeah.
play League of Legends?
I used to, and you know, it's just kind of not that great of a game anymore.
You decided to buy into that whole touching grass thing?
Yeah, and it's just like I've learned over time that like I just prefer RPGs
Nice.
in general. That's
Very
why Baldur's
cool.
Gate I've got like 400.
Yeah,
hours
she
into.
just completed her 3rd playthrough of Baldur's Gate.
Fucking
Woof.
love that
Yeah.
game.
I would love to do that. I'm like in Act 2 still, haven't beaten the game, and it's because fucking League of Legends is just such an easier choice. When I'm like, oh, I only have an hour. Am I really gonna like relearn where I am and what the fuck Halsin's barking at me for?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go play Fiddlesticks.
Yeah,
Like,
my comfort game that's not League of Legends is Satisfactory.
what is
It's
that?
Satisfactory is fucking awesome.
I mean, like in a group of people, like 100 people, there's only one person usually that knows
Dude,
what Satisfactory is.
Satisfactory is a game where you just put on a planet and it's like terraform the earth and make conveyor belts.
Oh, crazy.
It's a resource management type thing where you have to like basically just build a factory for the sake of building a fucking
Yeah.
factory.
With like Apex graphics.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Apex graphics. So imagine the world of Apex, multiply that by 1,000, and you're on a planet with all these different like cool environments, and there's some survival horror to it, but like not really.
No.
Yeah, I get to actually turn that off because I care about the conveyor belts.
It's
Right.
like literally the entire thing is like it's take the most boring aspect of Minecraft, but times it to 100
Yeah.
and you have satisfactory.
Because you're thinking about how like the resource management of it, like how many ore turns into how much ingots, and then how many ingots goes into like the different
And this
pieces that you
conveyor
need.
belt needs to bring the ingots to where they need to be processed. And now, like, we need to make it as efficient as possible. But I also need to get my mining operation closer so I can get the raw ore to. Yeah.
And then like all the different power modes of like coal power, oil power, and then now I'm on nuclear power, which is like a
That's advanced level shit.
It's so advanced, and it's
Yeah.
really hard to manage. But yes, I love that game, and I literally play it every day.
Yeah,
And
its Steam reviews are hilarious. It's like, I fucking hate this game. 2,000 hours
Yeah.
played. Like it's like this game is ruining my life. 4,500 hours played.
You love a conveyor belt. Nick's been on Pow World lately too.
Power World is like if you made Satisfactory have Pokemon. Everyone's like, oh, it's Arc, oh, it's Valheim. It's Satisfactory.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
make, except like instead of you doing all the work and conveyor belts doing all the work, it's like it's Pokemon.
yeah, I need to play the game, but I heard you have to play with friends on a server.
Nope.
No,
You can play by yourself. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try my best.
You can,
which
but-
is what I do with Satisfactory. I play by
You can have up to 20 people in a server, but only 4 can play simultaneously.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I originally was like, oh, I'll wait until I can like play with my friends, but like my schedule's kind of crazy, so it's like impossible to schedule stuff. But oh yeah, this
Let me
is
see
my
this cosplay.
KDARE cosplay. There's no Photoshop in this photo.
This is fucking.
Wait a second. You just pulled out a second phone.
Yes.
She got 2 phones. One for the
Wow.
plug and one for the low.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, that's awesome. That's
That
crazy.
is, so how did you even do the tails
Yeah.
on that?
So I do a lot of 3D modeling and a lot of 3D printing. This one was 3D modeled, and then I turned it into like a plastic thingy and like glued it all together and soldered
Can you
it
walk
and all that
around
stuff.
with
I was
the
gonna say,
tail?
that's not a-
yeah.
is that a
Hold on.
con walker?
I have a video somewhere on the internet in which I'm going up an escalator or down an escalator with that whole thing on. Let me see
So
if
do
I
you
can
compete
find
at
it.
cons?
Nah, dude. I will lose. I will lose.
You think
I
so?
don't know, that's a pretty good fucking cosplay.
Thank you. But you know what I do? I actually judge the competition.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, at a certain point, you
Am I
deserve.
qualified to?
I would say
Yeah, you have the credentials.
absolutely. Yeah. I feel like you know what makes a cosplay technically difficult or like impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. So like the organizers don't know that I'm not good enough to compete.
Funny plug for your own business, considering your job is making cosplays for
cosplays,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, many people in the industry see numbers, say good enough. Like they see like X amount of Instagram followers, yeah, get you out there.
crazy.
But like you are literally the one circumstance where the numbers do not dictate your worth because like your job is the creation and quality, like creation of high quality cosplays.
Yeah.
This is fucking oh my
I know,
god.
it's awesome.
Yeah, trying to walk around and that was horrible.
I could imagine. I definitely bumped into people accidentally who are like, like wearing wings or something, like
Yeah.
Hawks cosplayers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't, let me get around.
I know, poor Hawks cosplayers, because if you remove the wings, they just look like an esports kid.
Yeah, they're just,
you know?
dude, yeah.
Yup.
I love seeing cosplayers in those like in between stages though, where you're like leaving your hotel room and there's just like Goblin Slayer like shambling through the hallway.
Yeah, with like none of his like gauntlets on or his helmet or anything like that.
Just
Yeah.
panting.
Yeah.
Recently saw a person dressed as a Hello Kitty version of Gundam, and they were holding all the pieces separately, and I'm like, what is that? And they started putting all the pieces on, and I was like, oh my god, it's a Hello Kitty Gundam! Ah!
That would be fucking a whole different take on Unicorn. That would
Yeah.
be sick.
It was so cute.
So what's your I'm not
Worst cosplay.
worst cosplay or worst cosplay experience?
Yeah. Either.
I don't have a worst cosplay experience for like. I don't think
Like
so.
a part where a cosplay just like fell apart on you or something.
Yeah,
or,
but even then, it wasn't like a bad experience for me because like I kind of like YOLO Lamau stuff a lot,
Yeah.
and I don't take things very hard. I'm always like seeing the humor in things.
Yeah.
This one is definitely humorous. So I got commissioned to do. Okay, this is really ancient internet, but do you guys remember Zero Punctuation?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I do.
Zero Punctuation with the stick figure guy,
Yeah.
and okay, so he wanted me to be him for a convention. It was E3.
Okay.
And I was like the stick figure? And he's like, yes. And it wasn't even him who said yes. It was his company who
Right.
said yes. So I don't even know if he knew this was happening. I think it was a surprise. And so I was like, okay. So I proceeded to dress up as a 2-dimensional stick figure.
Right.
did you
at
just do like with the
E3.
lights and a black suit or
It was a 2-dimensional panel. So on both sides, it was the exact same thing. And I'm just
Right.
sandwiched in the middle. And it's just him with the eyes and the top hat. And then like a fucking pill body and stuff. I'm just
Weird.
You're good.
weird. Okay, so yeah, that was the weirdest costume I ever made.
so weird.
That guy like just left Zero Punctuation. Did you hear about that?
Why? Why did he?
They just
did he
like I guess
stop?
his company was like, they like mass laid off people, and he was like, fuck you guys. And then he left.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Yes.
So currently, like, it seems as though your cosplays kind of come in waves right now.
Wait,
So,
hold on. This is what it looks
That
like.
guy.
that guy.
Yeah.
I loved him.
Yeah, he was good.
So
I
I-
learned so much from him. He did a bunch of video game reviews.
Yes.
He did like I would watch
He
like
was the OG video game reviewer.
dude. Anytime it was like a new game was out, I would like go like new Gears of War. I'd be like, oh, zero punctuation. I have to hear what he says. That's funny.
He was so sassy. I hardly gained any info from him. Like
He was funny as fuck though.
Yeah.
He was really funny.
Yeah, so I dressed up as that, and I was like, this is so weird. Like, I used to watch him also, and then me just wearing this costume, and I'm like, walking around, like, okay.
All right. I hope somebody gets this.
It's
Yeah.
so weird too. I mean, I don't know. Do you get it a lot where they're like, dress up as me, or like a company is like dress up as like
Their mascot?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I love doing that because
Yeah.
usually the mascots look fucking dope. I'm
Right.
actually working on one right now for a company called Mana Moon.
very
They
cool.
are a very small company, but they got really popular during the pandemic. They do anime themed tabletop accessories. So like dice, card boxes, like sleeves. They also do like gaming mats and stuff. So it's like tabletop got really big. I'm like super into tabletop as well. So I was really excited when they were like, oh, please like make this cosplay for us. I have to find the actual image of the cosplay, like the character, but like this is literally yesterday what I was working on.
Oh, nice.
So like I made that from scratch.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, that's awesome.
Do you want to see my big balls?
Those are some big balls. Oh,
Let's
you're gonna
go.
be. People are gonna see you.
Very
They're gonna hear you coming.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, jangling.
Yeah,
Mile
fucking
away.
coming through like a dairy cow.
I also just realized, and for audio only listeners, you have stickers of Sanlong and Shaylien
Oh
on
my
your
god,
water
you
bottle.
recognized it! Yes, this is my gay water bottle. We have that's from the Dumb Husky and his White Ketsus, and this is Shaylien and Hwasun.
Oh, is the dumb husky thing from the person who made?
It's another person. The author's name is Meat Bun.
Nice, very cool.
Good. Yeah.
Meat Bun. Yeah. So that one's not the same author, but like
Similar
really good
art
quality.
style. It looks like.
Well, these are all fan arts,
Got you.
but all cultivation like stories. All the guys look exactly the same. They have
Right.
long flowing hair. What is cultivation? Okay, so Chinese fantasy. You know how like American fantasy or Western fantasy is like witches who ride on brooms and use wands.
Yes.
Well, Chinese wizards ride on swords and use swords, and they use talismans and hand seals and shit. But it's basically the same concept. They're wizards.
The witches. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just hot wizards because they're wearing big flowing robes and,
And
they
have
have long
gorgeous-
hair.
yeah.
Gorgeous hair.
Fucking Aaron in his final like form hair. Yeah.
Oh, it's like down to their ankles.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous.
It's like that
And-
guy who sells wigs. Oh, he's all over TikTok. He's just like chopping his wig. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just so gorgeous. So, they like are martial arts based, and instead of like witches who are dark magic based and stuff, but they all like are able to fucking do shit with their fingers and stuff, and they do all the Naruto hand seals. And it's instead of fighting, monsters and demons, they fight like ghosts.
Gotcha.
And like very like Buddhist and Taoist lore and stuff. There's immortal people. There's a lot of mountains that people climb. It's kind of like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. If you ever
Gotcha.
watch that, exact same universe. So
Okay.
that's like Chinese fantasy in general. And those are cultivators because they literally meditate since they were young on like a mountain, and they're like training in martial arts, and they're doing all this like calligraphy and all the four arts and stuff.
That is not even close to what I would have guessed. Cultivation, I was like, are we farming boys to fuck? I don't know.
They like farm
I
souls,
mean,
right?
Yeah. No, cultivation is cultivating your like chi, cultivating your inner like core of like power and stuff. So that's what
Gotcha.
they do. So like
Interesting.
if you're too old, you can't cultivate because you have to start when you're really young.
So yeah, it's too late for me.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Yeah, we're hoes. Not you though.
Not
You still got it.
me.
You still
I am
got it.
13.
Get younger and
Hence
younger.
the father downstairs. So my question was gonna be, you seem to like cosplay come in waves for you, right? Like there's a cosplay that you like recently created that you love, that you do a lot of, like May you're doing a lot of right now. She's fucking, it looks incredible. I love it. I love the axe. I love the braid, all of that.
Thank you.
Is there something on the horizon you're really excited for? Is there a character you haven't cosplayed?
Speaking of character,
Yep.
it's from Solo Leveling. I'm cosplaying as Cha Hae-in for Katsucon, which is a convention coming up, and I've like 3D printed her.
I left this page open for
pieces.
you. Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Listen, this is for the female gays, like
Absolutely.
not the lesbians, but the me.
Yeah, for the you, I'm
Yeah.
the female.
I'm
Yeah.
the female, and my gaze is on his abs. I'm so glad that artists and also like just TV in general have been like, oh, guys should have abs. Guys should be like just dummy thick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
like guys are hot. Oh,
guys,
weird.
guys can be hot. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just focus on that. Like women, we already seen them. Let's focus on some dudes. Just like let's thirst trap the shit out
Oh,
of everyone.
I think men should be as scantily clad as women in anime.
Well, it's
Yes.
funny because like in making men look like that, you also get like the sexist dude bros. 'Cause they're like, yeah, that dude's fucking huge. Like, I want to be huge. You're getting all demographics.
So I actually took a video game theory class in college because I had to fill out some credits, and I was like, oh, I want to do the video game theory. And what they explained was the super brawly ripped dude is the male power fantasy,
Yes.
while the scantily clad woman is the
Male
sexual fantasy.
Male sexual
exactly.
fantasy, yes.
So they're like, oh, what if you try to use the argument that like, oh, the men are also scantily clad, and it's like, well, yeah, that's because that's the male power fantasy.
yeah.
So it works on two sides. Feminism is crazy.
Yeah, men want men to be all
to ripped.
muscular
Of course,
and
yeah.
sexy.
Yeah.
Like that's why at a gym, all the guys are just like, "Hey, man, let me touch your muscles."
Oh, you don't get ripped for women. You get ripped for men.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't see a harem of hot girls following one guy at a gym. So like, it's all for men.
The stronger they are, probably the less chance they talk to women.
Yeah.
That's like most powerlifters are just terrified of women
Yeah.
because they spend too much time in the gym.
Yeah. It's the straightest thing you can be is to never hang out with women.
Absolutely. Yeah, women make you soft and therefore gay.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
We should know this.
Oh,
You just don't have time. If you're talking to women, you don't have time to get big.
No, you have no time to pump.
Yeah.
So what's on the horizon? What's character you want to... Oh, you have that.
Yeah, Chahayan. I'm also trying to finish Shadowheart from.
Oh, bold.
Nice.
Just her camp outfit. I already did the Wave Mother outfit. It's the mermaid dress. I already did that for Halloween.
Nice.
And now I'm just taking my time making her camp outfit. I'm borrowing my friend's Feyrin cosplay for Katsucon.
Nice.
So I'm gonna be wearing that. I'm gonna be.
I feel like you're
around.
like Freyr in size. You're
know, I'm
shortish.
tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that'll
it'll be
work.
perfect, yeah.
Have you seen Freyrin?
I love Feyrin.
It's very
so
cute.
Much. It make me cry.
Yeah, it's very, very
So
cute. People
good.
say that it's like Freyrin and JJK season 2 are like what it's like in contention for anime
Which
of the
is
year.
crazy because there's such different vibes,
Yeah.
like completely opposite vibes, and it's nice to see that people can like both.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And like that's like there's a lot of people in like it's funny because like people on opposite sides are like, what do you mean that's it's like if you can be the best kind of anime enjoyer to me is somebody who can watch both those things and enjoy them separately.
Yes.
Like you have to understand like, hey, this is a character driven story about an immortal who's trying to like find the human side of being an immortal, and the other is like big punchy Flash.
Yeah.
And like both of those are fun for different reasons.
Yeah, no, I agree. I absolutely. And then we have BL and all the stuff.
Well,
BL,
yeah,
which
that's
is
the
great.
dark underbelly. That's the that's years and years in.
It's weird because people will like act like anime itself is a genre where like right, it is weird to be
Like American cartoons are a genre. It's
Yeah.
like, you like Family Guy, you also have to like this other cartoon.
Yeah, you must love Has Been Hotel. It's like that.
Everyone loves Has
No.
Hotel, okay?
it's like
Especially that one guy who paid $50,000 to get that fucking music
funny
video.
music
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Oh
I
my
can't believe this is
God.
the first time we've talked about that on this podcast.
That is
also.
wild. That should have been our leading news the week that came out.
So cringe, man.
Because like it fully like you could have gotten a lot more for 50 grand, and also like what they kissed like fucking for
Yeah.
50 grand I'm getting like full penetration of myself in Serdose.
I know it's just not good bang for his buck. Like that's the cringiest part.
But
is,
he got so many views off of it, so I'm
Song
like,
fucking
it's good. It does. It does. It
So
does.
good.
It does. So like, I don't know if he won or lost because like everyone's talking about, it, everyone's watching it.
publicity, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh, his views are falling off. And he's like, oh, he bankrupted his page. But I was like, first off, he's a YouTuber with millions of subscribers. 50 grand isn't going to bankrupt him unless he's doing some crazy shit. And then like outside of that, like if people are talking about you,
yeah.
they're trending on Twitter.
All he has to do is do another cringy thing, and then he'll just be the cringe guy.
But-
And everyone will come to him for cringe
Yeah.
content.
You can't get canceled. Your audience just changes.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just like
You just make weird stuff about how much you like fictional characters. What can go wrong? Literally nothing.
There's a
Yeah,
huge
make that your
subsection.
whole thing.
Yeah, make that your whole thing.
My second question was, you're playing a game. You've been playing this game.
Yes, Love and Deep Space. Okay, time to be a second evangelical thing I'm doing today.
Let's do it.
There's a game called Love and Deep Space.
Okay.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
let me just
This is,
I was
this
waiting
is how
for, like-
excited she is.
let me just get
Oh
you
my
into
God.
it. Okay, so
Okay.
like, do you get it now? Do you get it?
Yeah,
do you
I
get
guess
it?
I
Okay, do
do.
you get it? You already got it. You already saw it.
Yeah. So I've been
Yeah.
interacting with your Instagram like stories and all of that. So tell me about it. What's going on? What's the story? What's the
Yeah,
drive
there's an
here?
actual story, and I'm really mad about it because like I cannot get past some of the battles now. Like
There's a
Damn.
skill cap. To
there's a
get the
skill
fucking-
cap, and it's frustrating. So it's a gotcha game,
Okay.
and it's an otome like dating sim.
Okay.
You are a girl, and it's a futuristic society about like maybe like 40 years, 30 years into the future, and there's these weird monsters that have been attacking people for a while. They're called wanderers, and they kind of look like shadow futuristic things. And you are one of the hunters who like fights them. You're basically the cop. And you work for the Hunters Association. And so the 3 love interests that you have is a guy who also works for the Hunter Association. So he fights alongside you. Your doctor who helps you because you get injured a lot.
Nice.
And then this painter artist who convinces you to be his bodyguard, but basically he's just your gay friend who wants to hang out with you all the time.
So do you have to choose, or do you get all 3?
You get all 3.
Oh, wow.
You get all 3 because there is a canon story that you can play chapter by chapter that follows like the actual plot. But then there's also like, what are you going to pay for, right? So the gacha is that you unlock memories with them. And there's canon memories that are just normal things like you guys going to the grocery store, you guys hanging out. But then there's memories as if you guys are dating, like as if you guys are in a relationship already, and those can get real raunchy. And then there is the like myth version in which they're like fantastical stuff, like an alternate universe where the guy is a prince or something, and you are I don't know, you're just like in a fantasy world. So what makes this game great is that it's fully in 3D, completely 100% 3D, and you can touch the guys.
Oh my God.
And they're so hot. And I have it in Chinese right now, but you can have it in any language, Japanese, English, Korean, I think, as well. Dude, this fucking game has me
In a chokehold?
chokehold. Okay? So,
Yeah, what? I want to see the game aspect of this.
let's go.
And so the gacha aspect isn't you getting new boys?
No, it's me unlocking memories with them. So this is
Gotcha.
Okay, so here's Zane. He's my doctor. I can go in and I can just touch him. I can touch him a whole bunch.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Well, as I'm touching him,
Does he
he'll
do
say
things?
different things. Yeah, he'll just say different things to me. Sometimes he'll say a voice line.
Only if he's feeling like
Okay,
it.
so here we go.
Where does it hurt?
Nice. That's Mandarin. It's Chinese? Oh.
Wow. Wow.
Are you rizzed?
I'm thoroughly rizzed. No, I'm hard. I'm 100% hard for sure. Like no doubt.
Yeah,
in
I'll
my
show you the
mind.
same thing. I'll show you the same thing.
It's so personal. It's so.
It is so personal. Wow.
Stella also just hit me with the eyebrow waggle for our audio
Wow.
only listeners.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that, and then
So this is like an ASMR game, sort of.
oh, it is.
Like,
oh,
yeah.
there's actually ASMR scenes you can do. Like there's like a dating thing you can go with them, and just like it's pretty great. So I don't know.
I'm so
guys.
happy
It's
I'm
so
I'm
good.
giving this brand new game some exposure.
I was gonna say, or
Yeah.
ad, yeah, like.
It's good.
I love
There's
this.
so much I want to say, but I don't even know where to start because it's just okay. Let's just do.
I know.
this
I
one.
see you like thumbing through just like folders and folders of memories.
There's thousands of dollars. You are
Oh
a
my
whale.
god!
So
Wow.
I'm assuming
All
this
right.
is the painter, right?
this one was the 5-star I had to unlock. Like this is the gotcha. This was.
This is so.
I've
That's
spent
Gotcha.
$160 on this game. The game's only been out for like 12 days.
I just realized that that's how the gotcha would work.
Yes.
And so, what is it like? A not light novel, a visual novel.
It is
Or
a
do you
visual
do,
novel.
Like
there is no
activities?
choices. It's just like yes, there's tons of activities. I can play crane games with them. I
Oh, yeah?
can play card games with them.
Gotcha.
There's so many different kinds of battle systems because of the like training the characters up. So okay, so after you've learned all of that, like this is a very sexy game. There's like a lot of cool stuff you can do. The part of it that has gotten me really angry is the battle system is so difficult, and there's like, you know how like every character has to have accessories, you have to like gotcha for the accessories, you have to
Right.
like you have to farm the accessories like any gotcha game, right? So I didn't realize that the system for the fucking accessories was so complicated. Now I have to read the stats about attack bonuses and defense and shit and talent points and all that stuff.
Like this isn't why I got into this.
Why am I fighting for my life? I just wanted these hot guys to talk to me.
I know. I feel like I don't want to be buying like magical items. I just want to put them in silly hats and shit. You
I
know?
love the idea of like a Reddit page of like disgruntled women trying to get hot women. Like, I don't fucking know what a charisma bonus is.
I don't know why is it like that. Yes. So you said you want to put on cute hats. So there's a
Oh,
photo
fuck. Oh
studio
my God.
mode.
You bringing?
Photo studio mode in which you can.
Is that your
Oh
OC?
Yes, I tried to make it look like me, and it didn't. It did not look like me. So, okay, we're gonna put bunny
You
ears
bringing
on
the
him.
momentum of like the conversation to a screeching halt to be like, you said hats was so
hats?
intense.
Okay, so look, I can pose him. This is like a photo studio, right? Like the Japanese photo studio.
This is gonna go over great on Spotify.
Right?
People are gonna love this.
They're like, what is going on? Like, and I can pose and stuff.
Wow.
And take a picture. Right, and then we pose together. We can pose like that. So
Nice.
Look at that. We're just posing together.
Oh, you guys are adorable.
Yeah, it's so cute. And you can unlock more of these by what? Spending money.
More money.
By spending so much fucking money, right? And then, so like at the end, you get this cute little.
I like
show
how
you.
you're like averaging $20 a day
Yes.
on this game.
Yes, I've averaged $20 a day. So you
Wow.
look at just a cute little
Little
photos.
collage.
So it's like you're actually on a date.
I love the idea
Wow.
of Stella just being like, please, does anybody need a cosplay? I need more gotcha money.
Actually, yes. So
Yeah, of course. Yeah, fucking. I love the idea that 100% of the money I give you for a cosplay is being funneled into this app. But cool. That's all we have. My camera's dead, so why don't you play us out? Ask us if she has anything to promote here.
Stella, do you have anything to promote here?
I mean, if you want to follow me on my social medias, I make a lot of funny TikToks about anime and characters. If you want to talk about BL with me, I have a podcast called BLHQ, in which we deep dive into the books of Heaven Official Blessing, Scum Villain Self-Saving System, and Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, which is the 3 books by that author. Like deep dive, like we dissect every single chapter.
Oh, you talk about the warmth.
Yeah, we should have linked up a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want, the podcast guest,
Actually, that would be really nice. Let's do that.
Yeah?
Let's do that.
I'd be
Okay.
down.
Okay.
that's your guy over there.
And this podcast is at YouTube, Spotify.
It is only Spotify. We don't do
Got
video.
you.
We want to do video, but that's just I have other priorities right now. I'm really bad at
Right.
organizing my life.
You know how to sew and we don't. So, you got
Yeah,
to
I'll
got
make
to speed in a
stuff.
couple regards.
Yeah, exactly. I have been Danny Motta. Thank you guys so much for watching while Nick is away in China. Nick, say yourself out in the mid-camera.
I'm NCHammer23, also known as the Weeb Commander, and my camera's dead. But I'm in China. But I'll be back soon because this is going to be airing in about a month. You're our fourth guest. So
Dope.
Yeah, cool.
thanks for coming on. We appreciate being here.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye.